Hello everyone, this is LaToya of Infinitenature and I am back with a new video. On today I'm talking about amazing 3-step challenge that will help you stick to your health goals. Yes, I'm looking down once again so I can make sure that I'm saying this correctly. So it's the amazing 3-step challenge that will help you stick to your health goals. So step number 1 is to make sure that you prepare your staple foods that you eat frequently in bulk so that you don't have to constantly make it, because there are going to be days where you just want to eat. There may be days where you just don't feel like making nothing, but the beauty of that is when you have your bulk staple foods already prepared, you can just go in the refrigerator. If you eat cooked vegan food, you can heat it up or whatever. And some of the items, as raw food is, you don't really cook your foods, but you can use a dehydrator. But you could just get your food out and prepare it in the way that you need to, and that's what it is. But that's what I used to do when I was starting off my vegan journey. I would make a huge pot of quinoa, and I would use that for a variety of things. I would also make a big salad for myself too, because it was just myself, so it was a little bit easier for things to last longer. But I would make a big old pot of quinoa, and I would make a big salad for myself. Simple salad that would blend with anything. So I would sometimes, when I was rushed for time or I just didn't feel like making anything, I would take the quinoa and take the seasoned tasty salad, put it together, and that was my meal. Or sometimes what I would do is for breakfast, I would take quinoa and I would mix almond butter, and what else I would mix? I would put like cinnamon and some fruit. So it'd be kind of like a oatmeal, like give you put you in a mind of like an oatmeal. So I would put all of that together, and it'll be like a great breakfast meal. I used to do that all the time. So when you have that already heated up, already prepared, then it's like, whoa, easy. Or if you want to make like a main dish of some sort, but you already have your salad and you already have your quinoa together, you can saute some vegetables or whatever. So that's what I used to do when I started off my plant-based diet. As a raw foodist who eats high raw right now, honestly, the meals are more fresh. So to be honest with you, it's more so about making sure that you prep yourself, like you soak your seeds or your nuts in advance, so that when you're ready to prepare an actual meal, you're ready. I feel like it's easier, to me it's faster to prepare raw vegan foods than it is cooked foods. That's just my opinion. The biggest thing is is just making sure that you have enough for seconds or thirds, but that's pretty much it. And the thing with being raw vegan is you can have mono meals where you just eat a whole bunch of fruit, like the same fruit, like bananas. I don't really like that, but mango, that's something that I can eat like in bulk. But most of the time, if you follow me on my social media, you see that I eat a variety of things. But the point I'm trying to make is when you are able to make your certain foods in bulk, it makes it so much easier for you to be able to be successful and sticking to your health goals. So the second one is creating a healthier version of your favorite meals. So if you are just transitioning over to veganism or eating plant-based or whatever, vegetarian, whatever it may be, what's your favorite meal? My favorite meal is pasta. So if you on my social media, you notice that I make a lot of, I like to make a lot of kelp noodles. It's not actual pasta, but it's like in the seaweed family, sea vegetable, not seaweed family, the sea vegetable family. Sea vegetable family. So I make my own sauce or I'll find a sauce online that I like that's good enough to make that those kelp noodles soft, and I'll put, you know, vegetables in it or whatever, and that's my meal. So, you know, there's many ways that you can veganize your meals or whatever the case may be, or make it plant-based. Just find a replacement. You have lots of beans. If you're eating cooked vegan foods, you know, you can replace it with different beans. Of course, have your rice or your quinoa. I prefer quinoa when I would eat. You can still sprout. You can sprout them when you're raw. But I haven't really done that. I normally eat the sprouted stuff when I'm like at a restaurant, but we have sprouted some things, but not lately. So yeah, it's just about finding your favorite meal, whatever that is, and finding a recipe that will be able to be plant-based but your favorite meal. And the last one is keeping it simple. Like I mentioned earlier, you know, having mono meals is something that's I found the beauty in that once I became raw, because sometimes you literally can just eat like some mangoes and be good, like seriously, or eat like a good sized watermelon and be straight. Some people may like bananas. I'm not really a fan of eating a whole bunch of bananas, but I can see myself eating like apples or whatever. But that's the beauty of those things. You can be full or whatever the case may be, and then whenever you're ready to do your next meal, you're ready to eat your next meal. But keep it simple. Don't feel like you have to buy all the appliances or all the accessories that, you know, makes eating plant-based or, you know, easier. You don't need to have that, because even with me and my husband, we were very gradual on getting things. Like, I just now got a food processor. Even though I have a Vitamix, or we have a Vitamix, a food processor does certain things that I feel like the Vitamix cannot do. Or it can do it, but it's just something about the way it mixes. It's just a little bit different, but that's just me. But the key is just to be simple. Don't feel like you have to be extravagant, you know. I didn't really start making gourmet meals until maybe a little over a year into me eating raw vegan. I really wasn't really making those gourmet raw vegan meals until like I said, I was at least a little over a year. And we did not get a dehydrator until over a year after we were vegan. Raw vegan, not vegan, but raw vegan. But that's all that I wanted to share. This video was a little bit longer than I anticipated. I run my mouth a little bit more than I anticipated, but that's all that I have to share for now. You can follow me on Instagram at Infinitenature1. You can also follow me on Twitter at Infinitenature, Tumblr at Infinitenature, Facebook at Infinitenature. It's Infinitenature1 for Facebook. No. It's Infinitenature1 for Twitter, Infinitenature for Tumblr, Infinitenature for Facebook, and Infinitenature1 for Instagram. I know that's all mixed up, but yeah. So talk to you guys later. Subscribe if you haven't done so, and have a good day.